Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Nicolas. I'm an email marketer for fashion brands, and today we're going to see something a bit different. I'm probably going to do every Wednesday that kind of series, the good, the bad, the ugly, which is basically reviewing emails from top brands. And that's something that I've been asked to do quite a lot on LinkedIn, especially. So I'll be doing mini videos on LinkedIn for that. But for YouTube, I keep the bigger format. And in this episode, episode one, we're going to look at a brand that I really like aesthetically and in terms of product and what they do on social media and stuff. It's called Cuts Clothing. So we will review 5 emails from them. It's going to be a bit weird because I need to change windows, etc. So Loom will be a bit crazy about it, but well, it is what it is, right? So we'll be reviewing 5 emails from them, give them a rating at the end. Hopefully they get to get good rating. And yeah, let's get into it. So about Cuts Clothing, it's a California-based apparel brand. Their main, I would say, mantra is like for the sports of business. So they're really into, getting their clothes on athletes, on entrepreneurs, on people that really mix the both of the worlds, so sports and business. It's a really cool niche. It's not like super niche, but it's still like has a good, you know, ecosystem around it. So they began with like the only shirt worth wearing. So they really focused on the t-shirt, really cool t-shirt, really high quality t-shirts, and that they kind of diverged the catalog from it. But they started with one objective, which was having the only shirt worth wearing. And yeah, many athletes are seen wearing the brands, NBA players, NFL players, entrepreneurs as well. So yeah, really cool focus on that. Really cool niche brand. I really like it. So what we will be reviewing in this kind of series. So the overall design of the email, of course, the rule of one. If you don't know about the rule of one, I have a video about it. But it's basically like keeping the email simple to one audience, one message, one action. Reviewing the subject line and the preview text, which is pretty important for the inbox. The copywriting of the email, and the build structure. So are they using text only? Are they using image only? We'll review that. So let's review the first email, right? So I'm going to change that. Whoop. And I'm here again. Woo, easy. So the first email, so I'm using the platform called Mills, which is a great platform. You can find a ton of emails from different brands. I really recommend it if you want to look for inspiration. But yeah, first email from Cuts. So you can see on the left, shop the latest seasonal new arrivals and the preview text. Subject line is new fall essentials. So a quick word on that. I think it's a bit too simplistic, too generic. Reading it in your inbox, I don't know if it will, really catch your attention. I think it's very generic. So the email is this one. So again, aesthetic on the images is pretty cool. So we're gonna, scroll down a bit, blah blah. Yeah. Okay. So we have like a main image announcing the whole collection, and then different images announcing different categories. So my main feedback is there's a bit too much on it, right? It's a bit too long for mobile. It's a bit, too confusing, mixing men and women as well. It's not really segmented, and you don't really know where to click. You don't really know if you want to look at the whole collection, look at specific items. So yeah, I think for mobile especially, it's quite long. I don't think anybody will scroll down to the end. And also it's image only, right? So every block is an image. So for example, this block is a whole image. You can see like it's moving. So the image is like the whole image, the text, the margin, and the button. So it's not ideal because some inboxes will flag it as spam. because it's too heavy on images. So yeah, you need to take care of that when you play on it, right? So reviewing the first email, right? So what have we talked about? It's built on images, right? So be careful with this, with spam. Way too many information, way too many different blocks and CTAs and categories. Email seems too long for mobile as well. I don't really recommend having an email that is too long. A bit of lack of relevancy. Like as I said, they're mixing genders, they're mixing categories, so you don't really know as a user and as a reader where to focus your attention, right? And overall, it's too generic. Subject line is a bit generic. The email is generic. And it doesn't really give too much. So email number 2 now. Again, changing the window, but we're here again. So this one is about a new color drop. And I selected this one because as fashion brands, we have a lot of different products launching every time. So, sometimes you need to focus on one specific item or color. So this one, subject line is new color alert. Carbon is here. Yep, pretty cool. Shop our newest fall 23 color before it's gone. Little of urgency, scarcity is fine. So this one is a bit better because it clearly announced like the new color, and people who want to see it will obviously click on it. So it clearly shows what it is about. It's not like too generic. And the email is pretty simple, right? So it's one main image, one GIF actually, still an image block, and this one as well is an image block. This one I have a bit of an issue with it because even though on desktop you can see clearly the different items, on mobile it will be very small for each item. So I would have rather had a vertical one with a bigger focus on each of the items. So yeah, it's very simple. Rule of one is really respected because it's one message, which is the new color, one audience, I assume male, one action, shop the new colors. So rule of one is really well respected. But yeah, very simple email. Copywriting is a bit, it's mid-carbon. It doesn't really say too much. It's not really emphasizing the brand identity, I think. So what about image 2? Email 2. So email 2, image blocks built again. So be careful with spam, even though it's only 2 images in this time. Still, be careful. Second image block looks small for mobile, as we said. Lack of lifestyle photo. So I would have liked a bit more lifestyle photo on the image, on the email as well. Especially if you have like endorsements and stuff like that, it would be better than just prog blocks and prog photos. Rule of one is well respected. You know that you want to shop this one if you want to. So you know what you need to do. And overall, it's a good message, but a bit too simplistic, especially in terms of visuals, right? So reviewing the third email, which is a coming soon email. So this one, I like this one because it's a teasing, and I often don't really see or rarely see a teasing email from brands. Usually they announce launches, but they don't really tease anything. So this was interesting because it was like coming soon, the Friday project, mystery box, $100, 4 shirts. So again, really cool idea of teasing. Tomorrow, it's coming out tomorrow, so you need to be aware of it. Email is pretty simple as well. Mystery box coming tomorrow. You know what is in the box. $100 for 4 shirts. Limited supply. This will go fast, etc., etc. So yeah, pretty cool. The only thing I'm missing here is maybe like the link to save in the calendar. I know that they've done it in the past for Black Friday and sales, so they should have done it here. And also one confusing thing, the logo. So if you know about cuts, you know about their Friday project, so it might not be too confusing. But I think they should have kept the cuts logo at the beginning, right? Because here you might seem it might seem like a an email from a brand called the Friday Project. So I would have kept the Cuts logo at the very beginning. But overall, very cool email, very simple email. You see the box in the background, which is pretty cool, the suitcase. So yeah, really nice. So reviewing this email pretty quickly, from what we've seen, logo might be confusing, might be looking for from another brand. Clear idea of what is coming out. So again, very cool message. Might have added the calendar link, as we said. Rule of one, again, very well respected. It's about the coming soon. It's about getting ready for it for tomorrow. And overall, very good teasing email. And that's something that I really recommend for all the brands to do. Tease your products, right? Because if you tease and then announce it, then you have more capability to reach more people, because the overall open rates of both campaigns will be higher than if you just have a launch campaign, right? So even though people might only open the coming soon email, they will know about it. So they might go back to it and open the other one, or they might go to the website when it launches. So be aware of that. Reviewing the launch email. So the launch email for the action they did, so about the mystery box, 4 shirts for $100, subject line, mystery box is live. So again, if you knew about the teasing email, you know it's live. If you didn't know about it, you know what the offer is about. So really good subject line. Again, the email was a bit confusing because I saw it on mobile because I'm signed up to this. There is a lot of space wasted from this top section, right? So on mobile, like you pretty much see only this, right? So that's a lot of confusing stuff. I don't know if this is useful, to be honest. I think if you have this, you don't really need this, or if you have this, you don't really need this. But again, it's a design thing. Mystery box, really cool image. Again, that's the same one as the teasing one, but in a clearer aspect. Mystery box, $100 for 4 shirts. Yeah, so really, really cool thing. Again, that's one big picture. Terms and condition, cool. Friday project, yeah, cool. Good. I would have put this one in the first one because you only had like the Friday project logo, so you know there is a relation with cuts. But yeah, overall, really cool email. You have the shop now. You know what the action is. Rule of one, well respected as well. Pretty nice. So about this one, really not sure about the first block. I think it takes a lot of space. Simple and straight to the point. Again, really cool one. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to focus your action on. It's about the mystery box. It's about the offer. Very actionable email. That's what you want to do, right? If you do like a transactional email that really want to generate revenue, you want it to be as actionable as possible. Might have included the last block in teasing, as I said, the Friday project block explaining what the Friday project is about. But yeah, overall, good campaign from the coming soon to the launch. Good action, very simple, very straightforward. And it probably worked well for them because they sold out. So really nice. And last email to review. This is like a sale action that they did for the 7th anniversary. So again, subject line, very straight to the point, 30% off, side wide, starts now, celebrate our 7th anniversary. Again, really, really cool email. Bit of different color. I've seen that when they launch like discounts and Black Friday and stuff, they change the colors. So it's probably to separate the non-discounts period with the normal full price period. So that might be, smart to do to kind of separate identities. So yeah, really, really cool. Again, you can clearly see the message, clearly see the offer. little text about it. Shop now. I like this. I personally like this. I don't know. Maybe in their case, like a lot of people go to the $500 mark. Maybe in your case, you might need like 50, 100, 200 to see the savings. But I like to see that, how much am I saving if I spend $500, right? I'm saving 100. Because sometimes if you have discount percentage, you don't really know how much you're saving. You're saving 30%, but how much does it represent in cash, right? So it's good to have this. And yeah, again, different categories. I don't know if it's, useful. Then again, they mix men and women. I would rather have one email for men, one email for women. Maybe they don't have the property in their email database to really separate men and women. But I would try to separate it because the email is very long on mobile again. So yeah. But yeah, overall, really cool email. Very heavy in images again, so be careful with spam rates. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So, email 5, special sale. Offer is very clear from the subject line towards the email. 1% discount. Good saving indicators, so you know how much you're saving in cash on each threshold of spend. Might have separated genders, again, as the same comment of the first email. Try to segment a bit better or try to collect the gender information during the pop-up, sign up, or later on. Unsure about necessity of categories. I think, if you do like a side-wide, you can just send people to a collection or a best deal collection or to the homepage. Then people can navigate through the menus. Because as I said, on mobile, it looks very small. But yeah, overall, great sales campaign, very actionable again, very easy to understand what the offer is. So yeah, very, very cool. And the design, like as I said, the difference of design between their sales campaign and their normal campaigns is very good because it's a sales, right? And there is a consistency between their sales campaign. If they do like a anniversary sale, then they will keep the same design for these sales. And then they will go back to their normal design. So let's talk about the final ratings, right? So overall design, 8.5 out of 10. I think it's very good. I think it's very, clean. Something that might be liking a bit is a lack of lifestyle images on some emails, especially when the one they send the color one. I would like a little bit of lifestyle because, people do buy with lifestyle, not really like product shots. Rule of 1, 9 out of 10, if not 10 sometimes. Some emails they do it. But I didn't really put 10 because they mix genders and, it's not really segmented. So I put 9 out of 10. But again, on the, new colors, on the mystery box thing, really straightforward, really one action, one audience, one CTA, one message. So very good, really good for that. Subject line preview text, I put 7.5 out of 10. I think sometimes they do it a bit too simplistic. I think they have a really cool brand to have so simple preview line and subject line, and sometimes they don't even do preview text. So that's why I put 7 out of 10. Because yeah, I think they should do a bit better and kind of take their copy a bit more to the brand than they do. Copywriting, a bit the same idea. I think it's very too simplistic. I think it lacks the brand essence that they do. Talk about sports and you can relate, for example, the color to a sports team that has been using the color, for example. They're gonna be a bit more creative. I think it's good, but it's not like great. And the build structure, I put 7.5 out of 10. Sometimes it's very heavy. Sometimes it takes me a lot of time to load the email because of the images. Sometimes the email is very, very long. That's why I put 7.5 out of 10. I think quality-wise it's very good, but I think it's not like a best practice to put image only. I think they can afford to do that because they have a very big brand, and because they have a very good engagement, and because they have a very big email list. But I think if you are starting out, if you are, in your first year of campaigns, I think you should avoid long image only emails, because you probably get into spam and it won't be really helping the deliverability. So yeah. Final rating, 8 out of 10. That's pretty good, actually. Like, that is pretty good. There's very few that gets 9 or 10 out of 10. So more good than bad, certainly not ugly. Like, I love the brand. I love their visual aspect. I love the direction they're taking. I love their focus, niching down. So yeah, 8 out of 10 is pretty good. Some takeaways from it: try to avoid the image blocks on the only design. As I said, might get you into spam, especially if you're beginning. Respect the rule of one, as they did on the mystery box, as they did on the color email. One audience, one message, one action. Include more photos to raise interests. So fashion is really into lifestyle and how to wear it and getting some inspiration. So include more lifestyle images. Don't forget to tease specific campaigns, as they did for the mystery box, especially if it's like limited edition, limited collaboration. Tease the collaboration, tease the collection. Make sure that your overall open rates and open volume and click volume on the overall campaign, from teasing to launch to reminder, is as big as possible, instead of just launching like one email for the launch and that's it, right? And yeah, be identifiable in your design. So that's something that they kind of do sometimes. Like, that the style is Cuts Clothing, but like, have one clear layout, have one clear layout, one clear design, one clear structure, so people, when they open your email, they know it's from you. They know what they're looking for. And yeah, pretty much it. So let me know if you like the video. Let me know which brand should we review next. I don't really know which one I'm going to do next week, but yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to suggest some things. Hope the video was useful for you. Hope you learn some stuff that you can apply to your own emails. Give a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting a video every Wednesday reviewing emails from top brands, and every Sunday about the tips or concept about email marketing and e-commerce, taking learnings from a brand. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like it. Get in touch with me, 721.co, by LinkedIn, or anything else. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take care.